specifically on Gen AI. And that's a good segue from this, right? What I'm thinking is let's speak about how can you leverage these models and these personas to transform something which is more closer to the business. And one such area which we as an organization, Brillio, have taken is on the contact center modernization. So specifically to contact center, Google Cloud and Brillio have partnered together to execute multiple programs. So in this talk, what I will do is I'll speak about the challenge which exists today in contact center, how those challenges could be addressed by a platform like GCP and a CCAI platform, which is powered by Vertex AI. And then how as an organization, Brillio, we have taken that platform, customize it further, use the best power of the ML model, Gen AI model behind this, and then solve a critical business problem. And then finally, I'll give you a demo of this solution and also give you some tips about as an organization, as an audience here, how can you adopt this in your respective organization and can bring this revolution in your contact center. So
And
that's
one other thing, Prakash, I just want to mention when people are listening to this talk, remember, we thought this is a very compelling example of how to use technology to augment and enhance your human contact center experts. At the same time, there are other applications for the same platform that Brillio, working with Google Cloud, can deploy. Maybe it's onboarding new employees. Maybe it's responding to website inquiries, Twitter feeds, to things like that. So this is a very compelling example, but it doesn't take a big leap of faith to see how Brillio and Google Cloud, you can use the same platform, maybe replace some standalone vendors, have a common technology platform that provides efficiencies, not just in call centers, but in other departments.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well said, Ron. Yep. So yeah, so let's speak about this, right? And let's build this case. Why contact center? Because see, most of the organizations today have the age-old running contact centers, some shape and form. Some are running it manually. Some have already automated this through some new forms of technology. And if you listen to some of the experts and the industry analysts in this area, so I'll quote two things from Gartner here. What Gartner is predicting is that in next couple of years, the amount of interactions which happens through an AI-powered contact center is going to significantly increase from a 3% to 14%. And the amount of cost saving which you can achieve can be in the tune of $80 billion. So it's a really big numbers. But to do this, why are we even talking about? Because there are some significant problems. People like you and I interact with contact centers very often, right? We call a bank, we call our customer care from any organizations. And we see typical challenges, long wait times, the insights which we get, the communication which we receive is not up to the mark. And think from the perspective of an industry who is running those contact center. They are spending significant money. The time it takes for an agent to solve a problem is significantly high. And there's a very high cognitive load even on those contact center agents. This is resulting in bunch of problems, the problems like scalability, the customer experience, the retention, the upsell, cross-sell of those, of whatever products or solution they are selling, and even the KPIs for measuring the business. So all this has an impact, and that's why AI, Gen AI, of course, here has significant impact in solving this. We can get satisfaction, significantly increase and up-level the customer experience who are calling these contact centers, improve the productivity of the agents. Gone are those days where you have a huge set of people who are running the agents, right? Who are running the contact center. Now with AI, we can think about an optimization and better utilization of those resources. And more importantly, the cost optimization from the resources, from the infrastructure, and the amount of time they are spending on this. So all of this are an art of possible using an AI to power this. And that's where the partnership of Brillio and Google comes into existence, right? So what, as Marco was mentioned earlier, right? There are multiple interventions with Google and Google Cloud has done. And with contact center, that's where the rubber hits the road. So the Gen AI powered Gemini models, dialog flows, and those different dashboards and insights automation are powered through all these capabilities we see here. So you have a capability of NLP where you can get a sentiment analysis of every interaction. And in your demo, you will see it live, right? Like how an agent and a user, when they are interacting with each other, each and every sentence which are spoken or exchanged over the text, we can understand the sentiments. We can get a human in loop when a sentiment or of a conversation goes in a negative direction. The next best action, even the chat which you are having or the sentence which you are speaking, you can have a very productive next best action given to an agent through a model leveraged by Vertex AI and CCAI, which tells you what FAQ to share, what's the right message to say at right time. If you're booking an appointment for a doctor's visit, what's the right time? So what's the right thing to say can be very easily and conveniently and relevantly shared with the user through this methodology. And all of this is powered through a natural language. No one wants to interact with the machine in their language. People wants to interact with machine in their own English language or whatever native language they speak. And that's the thing which CCAI platform powers. So the CCAI, the contact center AI, enables you to enables the agent to interact with the machine through their English language or the respective language, and machine will interact back in the same. The algorithm will churn, will give the right recommendations, will give you the right thing to say, but everything happens in the natural language here. So even a person who is not that mature on a tech landscape can pick this up very easily. And behind this, the predictive model or the automatic call routing, right? These are the features which empowers the agent here in easier way, right? Even if you are building a model from a data science perspective, you don't need to know a lot. A lot of this is no code, low code systems where you can train the model with very simple prompts so that it can give you the right predictive recommendations at right time and to the right channels. And at the end of this, how do you measure this, right? For a business leader who has brought this CCI into ecosystem, that business user wants to know that how my agents are performing, what's the performance of my contact center, and that's where the reporting comes into picture. So again, the platform specific reports are available, which we will see again in demo. How at every interaction level we are able to track the sentiment. We're able to track how long does it take to take an interaction. It also tracks for particular titles or particular topics, whether it takes more for this topic as compared to other. So all of this is tracked in the inbuilt dashboard what Google Cloud has provided. And on top of it, what Brillio has done is that leverage our own capability of business intelligence and self-service, where we're enabling the business with more easier to consume dashboards, where you can track the performance of each agent at an individual agent level and also at a contact center level. So these are all the capabilities which Brillio and Google Cloud have partnered together to bring to the market. And what will we see next is the various use cases where you can apply this. Now, in a contact center, there are multiple things happens. You have agents who are replying to calls and interactions. Now, and there are managers who are managing them at whether the interaction is going positive, negative, and they intervene when there is a requirement. And on the back of this, there is an operational people who are looking at the resource which is taking behind this in terms of the infrastructure, the license cost. So all these users can give multiple use case can generate from this, right? And that's where what GCP platform enables is to bring these use cases to the fore in very simple to easy terms. Like look at this virtual virtual agent, right? You don't need to hire a person to respond to simple queries. You can, using a dialog flow of Google Cloud, you can very easily spin up a virtual agent who can interact with the users and can almost behave like a conversation with a human. So that's one big thing. Second thing, I spoke about the real-time insights within the call, whether it is a text chat or whether it's in person, whether it's a call on the phone. You can track every word which is discussed here and get someone to help when need basis, right? So you are able to track the sentiment, positive, negative, neutral, word by word, sentence by sentence, and that gets recorded and you can delve deeper. You don't need to keep observing at the very time. Everything is recorded at any point in time. If you want to go back and learn and deceive it further, you can go at what point in time the discussion start going negative. So you can, all those things are restored and be analyzed further. The call transcripts are a great solution which this product offers. Gone are the days where we had to take notes and then make a summary out of this. What this solution enables is once the interaction happens, you can very easily generate a summary. And with that summary, you can take relevant actions. It could be sent as an email. It could be actioned upon it later. You can even assign it to a different stakeholder if that person is more qualified to handle that. And you don't need to give a download, just circulate the automated generated summary. And all of this, you have a thumbs up and thumbs down button where you can look at this and you can either manually intervene to change the summary or probably you can take it as it comes up, right? Predictive model analytics and personalization are key for any such use cases where a great use case, what I saw when we were implementing for one customer is as a customer is interacting, they want help. They want to know what FAQ or what frequently asked questions are and how to respond to this. Now, rather than you going and opening the document based on the interaction system itself pulls up the relevant FAQ, itself pulls the relevant assist documents and gives you a summary of this, which you can either directly copy it or read from this and respond. That's a really great tools for enabling the agents, and all these use cases are possible with a very simple low code environment. Now, from Brillio's vantage point, where we have seen, I'll take an example of this particular customer, right? This is an insurance organization based out of New York with presence across most of the East Coast states, a large organization. Where Brillio and Google Cloud came together to solve this is we realized the customer needs help. The customer was struggling with the growing call volume, the long wait times which their end consumers were facing, and significant churn of their agents. So there's significant cognitive load, there's significant experience downgrade which was happening. And that's where Brillio, Google Cloud, and this customer came together in a partnership. And we built this solution for them. An interesting part is it doesn't take long. As I kept saying, right, it's a low code environment. Within a period of 6 to 8 weeks, we were able to give them a working solution which can handle significant call volume on behalf of their agent or assisting their agent in that discussion. So we leveraged Google Cloud's CCAI platform. We were able to fine-tune their Gemini models on sentiments and typical transcripts which comes our way. We trained our models on hundreds of audio files which they shared with us. In no time, we were able to understand the common intents which comes in, and we use those intents to tag it to the different FAQs, different knowledge assist documents, and that powered the interactions between an agent and the user who comes their way. We leveraged the standalone dashboard which comes from the application, but on top of it, Brillio, through their self-service and intelligence skill set, we brought our own dashboard to help the customer. So a customer here through the platform, they can get to see at a call volume, at a particular call level, what is the interaction happening. But even beyond that, if they want to see at a summary of the entire contact center, what is working well, what is not working well? Are we significantly improving the call duration, each call duration over a period in time? Are there interactions which are taking more time than other? So we are able to analyze that through this dashboarding capability and enabling the business users to take relevant actionable insight. The smart reply is a great asset which we built for a customer. It's very similar like conversational chatbot where you're helping this agent with the right message at the right time. And since it's an insurance organization, we need to be careful about the regulations of the land, right? Because this industry is very severely regulated. So even in terms of publishing a name of the person who has come. So for example, if Prakash is a user who has interacting as an agent, I should not be knowing a lot of details about this. So even the chatbot, when they're interacting or helping the agent, takes care of those anonymization for anonymizing those key details about the name, the email, and the SSN numbers if it has to be discussed. So all those information we're able to either take the GCP's Google Cloud's platform and then custom build on top of this to create a holistic solution for this customer. And quickly, I will show a demonstration of this as well, right? And I will talk about some key features which this platform offers. So as you see, there are 4 key options. There are summarization, knowledge assistant, smart reply. You can initiate a conversation with a bot very easily, where you can build this bot, and as this bot happens, you can track the conversation. And as I said, the smart reply is a great asset to an agent. But as an interaction is happening, as you can see on the left-hand side, the system is helping you with the prompt that what's the right way to address. And if any chance clients the agent here says the name, the agent can very easily, the system is able to correct it and then give you a more anonymized name on top of it, so that the key information or the PII information about the user is safeguarded. Generate summary is a thing which I spoke about. System is able to generate summary which you can share, edit further, and send to the relevant stakeholder. This agent assist simulation helps you. What it does is, as you ask a question, if in between a question interaction is happening and the agent wants help, you can very easily ask here like how we interact with any GPT solutions and get the relevant help based on the FAQs. So you're able to build a RAG application here, which are trained on the client's data to give you the relevant information, which can be very easily copy pasted and addressed back to the user. So that's this. And then the next critical part is the dashboard. Dashboard which we are seeing now is the inbuilt dashboard of this platform. But as you see, we are able to track at each interaction level. Like if you see like each thing what was spoken between the agent and the user, you are able to see whether it's a positive sentiment or negative sentiment, and what is that language, what is that English sentence was spoken between an agent. We're able to track it on this platform. And finally, it comes to the custom dashboard which we built on top of this platform, which gives a holistic, a bird's eye view about a contact center. And you can see that how many interactions were positive, negative, and what's the average time it is taking. And you can track it over an entire month's duration. That where are we tracking in terms of the performance of our contact center. So all in all, if you see, the key thing which I want to summarize and probably which you can definitely internalize here is there's a great product available from Google Cloud, which allows you to summarize, allows you to get the knowledge assist and article suggestion, and most importantly, have a very nice interactive smart reply back to your user. So this significantly reduces the cognitive load on the agent. Agent is able to perform and concentrate on the right thing. We're able to track the sentiment at each interaction level and get relevant suggestions and get a human in loop when it is necessary. And last is tracking is very important. We are able to track both using inbuilt dashboard, inbuilt reports on the platform, and also a custom dashboards which we have built. So this is a great collaboration which Brillio and Google Cloud has come together and taken to market. And if I just go a couple of slides earlier, it's a quick journey. It's a quick burst of 6 to 8 weeks. The initial phase is setup phase where we need to align what we are talking about. Ron spoke about that this is one of the offering. We can think of other offerings as well as a customization on top of it. And all that get materialized in the first phase where in the setup phase, we think about what's the right success criteria, how do we measure, what is the KRA of this. We discuss all that. We look at the trust of the data. Once those things are out of our way and we know what we are chasing, then we get the configuration phase of building this with using this low-code environment of Google Cloud. We train our models and productionize this. And finally, using these dashboards, we can increase the adoption and change management. So yeah, it's a great solution, and definitely I think you guys should think and explore this. And please let us know if we could be of any help. Thank you.
Excellent. Really impressive. I appreciate your sharing that with us. I just had a couple of questions. Is there basically almost like a product platform, a generic platform, the CCAI that then Brillio customizes? I just want to get a better sense when people are looking at this, that you're not reinventing the wheel each time for a particular engagement. How does that work, Prakash?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the question, Ron. So yeah, so as I said, right, it's a partnership of Google Cloud and Brillio, which is taking this solution to market. So Google Cloud offers a great platform of CCAI, Contact Center AI, which has inbuilt Gemini models and the Vertex powered on a Vertex platform, which offers many of these inbuilt features. What Brillio has done is they have taken this platform, implemented for multiple customers, got some commonality of common things, the pitfalls which you need to look for, and then we have built these dashboards and custom prompts which are used for different industry. So this collaboration can help you significantly give you acceleration, speed to market, and faster development. So it's a mix of existing platform, customization through Brillio's capability on top of it.
All right. So it's a little bit almost like a traditional setup in this high-tech world with a good foundation that then you and your team there, Brillio, can customize for different applications. So you're not completely reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
What you're doing is leveraging your experience and be able to customize it slightly for each scenario. And one other thing, with many organizations, I'm just trying to put myself in the eyes of people listening to this. They have existing tools like this. Maybe it's from like one of the legacy phone suppliers like Avaya or
Yep.
And so does your system work alongside it? Does it eventually replace it? What's the logical flow as you put through that deployment example?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think great question, right? So in my mind, there are multiple stakeholders in this ecosystem. The organizations like Avaya, Twilio, they are on the left side of this entire value chain. They are the one who enables the interactions through a chat or a phone call, right? So they are more of an infrastructure who connects the agent to a user. That generates the data. Then you need a system of record where you get this data and then you process that data. That's where a Google Cloud platform comes into picture, which acts as a system of record and then a system of insight on top of it through their Gemini and Vertex AI models, right? That's the system of record and system of insight. And then finally comes a dashboard, which enables the actionable generation of insights from this. What Brillio comes is Brillio stitches all these three key players together. We help in interaction between a platform like Google Cloud with the likes of Avaya and Twilio. And then on the consumption side, we have our own accelerators to enable faster insights. So Brillio is a stitching all these three important players in this value chain together.